what was I even saying? Oh yeah, people that's still tight about a list, bro, grow up. That's really all I can say. I reacted to several lists on my channel, and when I do it, I'm a clown. Anyone takes anything I say about them seriously, that's your fault. I'm a clown. I literally troll. Like, that's my whole thing. The only thing that I be getting on people is consistency in a list. That's the only thing I look for. If your list is based off of purely this season, can't say LeBron AD is top 20. Okay. Now, do I think you're capping for attention? Yeah. But based off of this season, if you went by only numbers, make the argument. All right, fine. Go ahead. But that's all I look for is consistency. I don't look for me agreeing with you, disagreeing with you, make it a W or L list. That's ignorant as hell. Because you could go to the comment section, type your own list and see how many people disagree with you. And like I said, the first time that we talked about this list, I'm going to say it again. If anybody watching this, anybody that ever discovers this, had to make a list, you'd go insane. And had B-Soul's attention, you'd go insane. Simple as that.
It's cool, bro. I'm chilling.
I just don't get what you call it. My thing is, one, I see Vini's in the chat. Vini, I'm the one slandering you. Yes, me, I'm slandering you. But I just don't get how people can't. I'm all for disagreeing with B-Souls. You can agree to disagree with B-Souls, but all people saying his list is terrible, which I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch Vini's video all the way through because I ain't gonna lie. After the Van Fleet thing, I got pissed off. But I don't know. Vini said it. I don't think he said. I know Mustard lame ass said it. Mustard was one of the ones that his list was terrible. Mustard, you're terrible. But I'm just like, bro, make a list before you call someone list is terrible. Like, you can disagree with a list, you can disagree with spots. Personally, I would be like, at least get to like the top 25 before you start disagreeing. Don't wait till 50. Don't be like, oh, 50's Van Fleet. Pause the video. Oh man, nah, bro. We gotta talk about this. Is Van Fleet 50? Like, nigga, you ain't even heard 49 or 48 yet. Like, come on, dog. That was for you, Vinny. But that's my thing.
Shout out Miracle Man for the 2 subs, man. Yo, Omar, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Yeah, we kind of just said fuck the intro.
I'm alive. Right? Did you start recording?
Yeah, we are recording, but we haven't started.
Oh my God, I'm alive. Listen, let's hop right into it because I'm a. Anyway,
I think we've already hopped into it.
Yeah, we already still got it. You still got an intro.
Include all that. But yeah,
LKIAB. You see, it is hard to say. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast.
Pew, 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 pew.
Listen, I got my esteemed co-host, and we have a very special guest with us today. But first things first, the bills got to get paid. Hey, make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all leave a 5-star review. Make sure you go follow us on the TikTok, the Instagram. Make sure you follow each of us on Twitter to stay updated. And again, make sure you subscribe on Twitch. Sage, tell them what happens if they don't subscribe on Twitch. Just I can't do it right now.
Well, let's do some math here. There's 196 people in the chat according to my PlayStation 5.
Shout out to him.
I see a nice 218.
God, what the fuck?
218. Well,
shout out to him.
First of all, 218. All right, so hold on, 218 times 5. There should be $1,000 in my fucking pocket. Should be $1,000 in my pocket minimum. I'm letting $100 slide. 100.
Yeah, I'm doing the math right now. You double checking.
A good 20 of you cool. The rest of you, I need my money. I need my money, nigga. I be dropping gems. I be spitting facts. I be trolling y'all. I be keeping it real with y'all. I'm not one of those, I need a thumbnail. Head ass niggas. Nah, I keep it on.
Use that for the thumbnail, Rudy.
Hey.
Long story short, as Saweetie said, if you ain't talking money, I don't want to talk. That's
what I say. Leave. Do not leave.
Listen.
Get the fuck.
I need new white t-shirts because the brown stains under my arms are getting out of control. But enough of that. Make sure y'all hit that subscription button. And I want gifteds, but I want new subs. Listen, man.
We do want new subs. No cap.
Everyone give a roaring round of applause for our guest today. The one, the only Hoops Reference.
What's up? How we doing?
I need the soundboard, but this is so lame.
Soundboard. Just get a soundboard.
The Stream Deck is going to be with me tomorrow, bro.
Just invest.
Well, that's how it is. my esteemed guest, B Souls, Sage, Damo, how y'all doing today?
Good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, co-host.
Yeah. Omar took the show.
Let's keep it Omar.
Omar? No, but B Souls, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Last day here. About to be back on the old set. You know what I'm saying? Back in MA. About to be in ATL next week. Ooh.
Yeah, you know how we gonna do. We gonna pop out like Janet Jackson's titty at the Super Bowl. Damo, how you doing?
It's been a pretty dark few days, honestly. Seen better days. Yeah.
Hey, so let's keep it a buck podcast.
I was say, way to keep it a buck. I don't know what else to say to that. Sage, how you doing these days?
Hey man, apparently it's National Girlfriend Day, so
Oh, it is.
I just yeah. Oh, come on, Mr.
I thought that was like 2 weeks ago.
Come on, Mr. Souls, man. Hey man. Look, all I'm gonna say is I was gonna say some depressing shit, but actually, I just thought about what the situation my friend is in. Man, learn how to take it on the chin sometimes. Just
Take what on the chin?
Keep the peace. Keep the peace.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Oh my God. God damn it. I hate this generation so much. Oh my God.
Listen.
Oh my God.
Take one to the chin. Hey,
You don't
can't with 2021.
we're not assuming. We are not
I've
assuming.
never heard that. I've never.
Sage, I see what you're. I know what you're saying,
Oh,
and I know bitches' souls can relate as well. But let's get into the pot. Let's get into the pot. Hoops, Jason.
Yes.
Jason, okay.
What the
No. For those that don't know, which are going to be very few, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us what's going on with your life. Introduce yourself.
Well, basically, I make videos on YouTube, just like B Souls and pretty much everyone here, right? Sage, same thing.
Sometimes.
Sometimes still counts.
Don's a TikTok star, so he kind of.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm every day just cranking out a video. Draft season, it's a lot to talk about. I'm excited. Big trade for the Lakers to discuss here too. Super hype.
Segue king. Is he a segue king? Let's get into it since we're already here.
That's what we're hearing. Hey.
I'm about to pull up the conditions of the trade, but it looks like LA they got the missing piece, right? If I'm not mistaken, they got the glue.
You know
what I'm saying to close the gaps.
Right. You know
what I'm saying?
Right.
They were seed champions last year, but piece was missing, so now they got that guy to make it whole. You see what I'm saying?
To
get a ring.
One piece.
The Los Angeles Lakers traded for Russell Westbrook, not Westbrook, Beastbrook. I'm sorry.
Not Eastbrook, shooter. Westbrook, LA. You know what I'm saying? what I'm saying? Hey.
How are we feeling about that trade? How are we feeling about that trade? Let's defer. No, actually, B Souls Hoops, I want y'all to take it real quick. B Souls, how do you feel about that trade?
I just literally released a video today. Plug. But it's a terrible fit, Brian. To me, it's a terrible fit. Literally, the Lakers are one of the worst turnover teams last year, and they added a turnover machine. One of the worst free throw shooting teams last year, they added a terrible free throw shooter. One of the worst 3-point shooting teams, they added a terrible 3-point shooter. You added literally one of the most ball dominant guards next to one of the most ball dominant players in history. And he's had stints of being good off ball, but let's just be honest, he's best utilized as a first option. And you added a player who's also best utilized as a first option. That's pretty much it.
The thing that's like, I'm like very hesitant to like just completely shit on the trade and like say it's bad, but I mean the fit definitely isn't ideal, and it really will come down to like, I mean, LeBron, will he want to play more off ball? Because Russ, like, you can't play Russ off ball, and LeBron's getting up there in age, but will he honestly accept that kind of role?
Jason, you didn't hear what they did? So before the trade, AD, LeBron.
No, at the meeting, yeah, they met at the house and everything, and like
They
words,
met at
like
the house and they said they were going to set aside their egos. So I'm not.
no, of course, but words could only go so far. But LeBron said that I think the last 5 years, and like, has he ever actually accepted an off-ball role? He said he would do it with Kyrie. He ended up just dominating. He said he would. He said he would do it with Isaiah Thomas, and Isaiah Thomas was obviously washed, but he didn't do it. He said he would do it with now I'm blanking on now I'm blank. Oh, Dush. Well, I mean, Schroeder didn't really work out either, but he still ended up just completely taking over the ball. And like LeBron's always been one of my favorite players. So like I've watched him at his best, and he's clearly not there anymore. So it's going to have to come down to him just accepting that and letting Russ kind of be the main playmaker.
Is that what you do?
Before we get to dominant stage, yeah, I'm about to say, before we get to dominant stage,
if there's one thing Westbrook is still great at right now, he is a damn good playmaker. He has the ball in his hands. He attacks. He finds his teammates, bro. He throws a lot of turnovers in the process, but he finds his teammates. Oh, like he is damn good.
He got the same jersey on. I would hope he'd be able to find them, but
I mean,
what do you think about Russell Westbrook as a player? When we're sitting here, literally asking.
I feel like if anyone who has like followed my Twitter for a while knows I've typically been one of the biggest like anti-Russ guys for a long time, but I've tried to like reel back on that the last few years. But also like it's such a complicated fit, honestly. Like I would love the pairing of Russ, AD, and LeBron if like the guys around them were better suited to like actually help them. You know what I mean? Like the Lakers have zero like complementary guys that kind of fit what they need right now, because they gave all those guys that could have possibly fit away in the Russ trade, which is fine because they still got Russ basically for a steal. But then like Horton Tucker is still way too young and raw. Like I still don't think he's close to being ready, despite what Laker fans think. I think I'm thinking like, did they maintain Schroeder did they re-sign him? I completely forgot about
none of these guys are on the team. THT, Caruso, and Schroeder. While we have a second, let me read the conditions. The trade was Russell Westbrook, 2024 second round pick, 2028 second round pick to the Lakers for the one and only legend Kyle Kuzma, KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and number 22 from tonight's draft, that night's draft. I just, but like, go ahead.
Like, I mean, like you just said, like THT, he's like, he's more of just like a natural scorer, but he's not like the guy who's willing to just like stand in the corner and shoot threes like those guys will need now, because they're both super dominant and looking to create for the guys on the outside. Alex Caruso, same thing. He's not a great shooter. Like, he'll knock him down every now and then, but his percentage is like low 30s, maybe off the top of my head, if I'm remembering correctly. And then Schroeder, I think, was in the same area. So like, I think in the end, the Lakers could still legitimately be the 1 seed, but it'll come down to if they can actually like win the championship, which is the main goal. Cause like talent in the regular season will ultimately win out like most of the time.
They'll make it to the playoffs. Yeah.
I mean, playoffs aren't a concern. Honestly, they'll still get home court advantage through damn near most of the playoffs. But like, it'll come down to like in those big moments, like this year, injuries are what killed the Lakers. But they also, I still think that Suns series would have been super tough, even if AD was healthy. So like adding Russ will help them in situations like that. But also like Russ is so like up and down where he actually like one game. It's just so weird with Russ. I don't even know I'm kind of leaning towards putting a little bit of like giving him the benefit of the doubt, but like every year in the playoffs, but every year that's what I'm saying. Like every year in the playoffs, he completely shows you why you shouldn't do that. Even though
of doubts do you have?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like
let me.
Hey, Dom,
Damo, wait. Damo.
Dom does not look happy at all right now.
I don't know if you heard the conditions of the trade, but you guys. Wait, no. You want Sage to go first?
Neither does Sage. Sage.
The Lakers look like they're about to unleash the Russ at the 5 lineups. How do you feel about your newly acquired 6'4" center, Russell Westbrook?
Y'all not about to play hot potato, bro. I swear to God.
Damo, they just traded Kyle Kuzma, one of the best dressed players in the league, for Russell Westbrook, arguably a better dresser in the league. So my question to you is, do you think Russell Westbrook's fits will be better on the Lakers? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Asking the question you want to know.
LA.
And they could have them on the same team at the same time because there's only one runway. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Don't go for it. Don't go next.
I'll go first because I see Sage really don't want to go, even though I really don't want to fucking go. But
Sage got to answer the center question. But
for one, Russ is a fucking loser. Okay, I don't know why we're tap dancing, giving benefits of the doubt. Hoping. I've heard niggas say have blind faith, but I have blind faith in Xavier Henry and fucking Kendall Marshall. I have blind faith in them. Not blind faith in this nigga. This nigga's 30. Why are we giving him the benefit of the doubt at 30 now? Like, I get it. When KD was gone, and it was Russ by himself with just long hair Adams, give him benefit of the doubt. Maybe he can make something happen. When Russ first went to play with Harden, it was, you know what? Maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt because maybe he'll take a back seat, change his game. None of that shit worked. Russ is Russ. Russ will be Russ. Russ will do Russ things, which is lose ball games. All I wanted was Lonzo Ball. Maybe Campazzo. That's all I wanted. Give me a Campazzo. Give me a Lonzo. Hell, I would have rather took Dame right now. Like, at least Dame is supposed to do something. What is Russ supposed to do?
Kevin Love?
I would have rather had Kevin Love, honestly. Like, at least Kevin Love is supposed to do. What is Westbrook supposed to do for us? Be energetic. We don't need energy.
He's the best dressed player on the team. He is the
highest paid player on our team. There is no way in the world the highest paid player on the team's best attribute should be fucking energy.
Oh, Dom, didn't you know he's the reason he's there is for the 5 minutes LeBron is on the bench. Like that's what he really contributes to the Lakers is when LeBron's on the bench.
So they're gonna up that to 7 minutes now. Bro.
Right. Okay, the 7 minutes he's on the bench.
And plus, who's gonna be the best dresser? Are you expecting LeBron to be the best dresser? I'm being serious.
He did leave a hole there. He did leave one for us to just step right in.
Yeah, even got Jason doing it now. Are y'all done? Are y'all finished?
I'm done.
If
are we done trolling? Are we done trolling?
Balenciaga Russ?
Go ahead.
I just don't get how after the last 2 years we had, after the going in. I'm done.
K-pop.
Sage. The small ball lineups that y'all are about to run with y'all 6'4" center Russell Westbrook are about to be crazy. How do you feel that the Lakers had a chance to acquire a shooting guard in Buddy Hield, a competent three-point shooter, and they decided that they wanted to opt in and get a 6'4" center in Russell Westbrook? How do you feel about that?
Versatile though.
Versatile 6'4" center.
Triple doubles. Records.
How you feel?
First of all,
what if he?
First of all, fuck each and every last one of you. Second of all, let me explain why I have this expression of pain, depression, agony, just the epiphany of being down terrible. Because I don't know what the fuck is about to happen. I really don't. It's like a 15% chance this works, and a good 70 that it just goes to complete shit. And the other 10, 15, whatever the fuck it is just stagnancy, which would then still be terrible. Russell Westbrook in the last 5 years in the playoffs. First of all, before I read the averages, heavy disclaimer, in the last 5 years, he shot above 40% one time in the playoffs. He shot 38% in 2016-17. That's prime Russ, by the way. The next season, he shot 39.8%. So damn near 40, but it's technically not. But count.
Is this from the field?
Yes. 39 from the field, not 3.
Damn sure not from 3.
Oh no, if it was from 3, if it was from
Subtract like 15% from those from 3.
If it was from 3, I'd be a whole different person.
I think 1 year he shot like 15% from 3. I'm not going.
The next season he shoots 36% from the field. The next season he shoots 42% from the field. This was his 1 year tenure in Houston, and then this season he shot 33% from the field. His playoff career low, which is shocking.
He shoots worse than Barkley.
He also shot his second lowest 3-point percentage. Third lowest, because 25% from 3 is his third lowest. He has shot 24% before, 26% before, 27%, 28%, and his lowest is 22%.
What year was that?
Last year against the Thunder, he shot a nice 17% from 3. Very nice.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm talking about.
So here
how many triple doubles?
Oh, endless. Who cares? Here's
Records.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Beastbrook, as they call him. Here's the thing about a stupid idiot fan base that we're gonna do the fusion dance with if we play the Nets, because that's just pack we have to smoke. But outside of that, here's the issue. On one hand, they're 3 all-stars. We are looking like we're gonna have the most athletic team in basketball and simultaneously be one of the older teams in basketball.
That's a wild combo.
It's possible that it somehow works. We sign the bench and yada yada yada. But here's why I'm not one of these Disney Channel Naruto Believe It kids. And this is why I live in fact. The fact, whether we love to rock babies and shit or not, is dude goes to the playoffs and gets worse. We're trying to win a championship. By what logic would a team trying to win a championship sign a player who gets worse in the playoffs? Does that make sense? He doesn't make it out the first round, and the rare times he does, he stinks it up in the second round. And when I say rare, again, those last 5 years, there's only one time he made it past the second round. That's with James Harden. And who did he play? Us. And what did we do to him? Leave him.
Bro, you know what's crazy?
we let him do anything. Like, literally, like, I know some of you may be thinking, oh, y'all let him shoot threes. No. We didn't just let him. We let him do anything. We let him shoot mid-ranges. We let him go to the basket. We let him facilitate. We literally said, Russ is going to fold. Give him the ball. We're going to force it out of Harden's hands. We're going to let Russ do all the decisions. Now I know. Saying he was injured. Cool. Was he injured for 5 years? Was he injured for all 5 years? Because then guess what? Let's say he was, right? You know what, you crown-eating ass Russ fans? Let's say your leader was injured for all 5 years. Guess what? That doesn't help. Where are we? Where did we go because of what? We literally just got hold because of injury. Just got hold because of injury. So if your whole analysis is about to be, oh, Russ was injured, that's the only reason this is cool. Too bad we were just injured. We don't need no niggas that need to see a doctor. We don't need that shit. We need performers. And this notion, the laughable notion, the whole super team shit. Let me
super duper.
Hold on,
let me explain.
Jason, you would say they're a super team, right? I would say they're a super team.
I mean, they have to technically be considered.
Let me explain something about the super team.
We gotta have that conversation this pod. I don't know what a super team is.
You know what's crazy about these super teams and shit? First of all, I tweeted it, so I'm gonna just repeat the tweet. This shit started, we're really way back with the Jordan Bulls or whatever, but the terminology came back and was really 10 toes when Kevin Durant joined the 73-9 Warriors. And now it's like, damn, any competent trio where the third guy might make the All-Star game is a super team. I just love how that shit has shifted. That's one. Two, and more importantly, the hypocrisy of this super team. So you're telling me that the Lakers with Buddy Hield would be better, but simultaneously not be a super team. But the Lakers with Russell Westbrook are worse, but they're a super team. Bitch, what the fuck does super mean? Hold, define it for you. I'll define it for you. My bad. I forgot niggas is dumb. Don't even worry about it. Super definition. Very good or present. Excellent. Especially particular. An extra. Well, that's not the definition we're using here. What the fuck? Thank God I didn't say that. Superior. Above, over, beyond to an extreme degree. So when we say super team, we're implying that this team is without a doubt above, over, and beyond every team because they are a super team by definition. I'm not doing but my fuck you and your dumbass definition. I'm going by the literal definition of those two words that you put together. If you have already imagined something in your mind where a worse player goes to the Lakers and makes them a better team, they cannot then still be a super team. It is impossible. Unless you were going to say that when Buddy Hield wore a Lakers jersey, they would still be a super team. But guess what? You'd be called an idiot because they don't have all-stars or past MVPs. And can we get to this next notion that players just don't age anymore? I could have swore that Luka Doncic is in everybody's top 10s and Jokic has done slid up people's rankings and fucking Dame has been, well, Dame's been 11 this whole fucking time, but Tatum done risen up and Demon done risen up and all this other shit. But when it comes to fucking LeBron, oh man, he's still the guy from 11, 12 years ago, man. If he don't get it done, he's fucking 37 now. It's probably 2022. The nigga be going South Beach damn near 12 years ago.
Sage
need a Tylenol, bro, because he hurting right now.
Sage,
he is hurting.
Sage, you're gonna pop up. Let me give you a second because you're gonna pop.
Shit is so stupid. It's
you're
just
gonna pop a blood vessel.
He need an ad break.
Who's gonna be better than the Lakers in the West next year, though? Like right now,
let me.
Because I still think the Lakers might be top dog in the West right now.
That's what I'm saying. We have to have this conversation of what a super team is. We have to. So before we go on by definitions, let's just talk about the teams that we undisputably qualify as super teams. 08 Celtics. Everyone agree?
Yeah,
that's where it started.
That's where the whole thing
2011 Heat. The big three Heat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop. 2017 Warriors. Those are the three big ones that undisputably.
The Crayon Eaters champion, an older version of that LeBron that was there.
So what are the common factors of those three teams?
Walking operation, man. And you're gonna say that holy trinity makes a super team when they literally are the only three of 5 players on roster. They got Joe from Impractical Jokesters as the coach. Jeannie Buss is the damn shout out to Jeannie. Jeannie, you cool, shawty, but you be a brick sometimes, dog. They got Robert Pelinka in that self-explanatory. Oh my God.
Let me say first and foremost, GM LeBron does it again. Okay. Anthony Davis said he doesn't want to play center. He doesn't want to play center. So
he's not
LeBron
playing center.
He's too soft to play center. He is the softest big man.
So, and also he recognized I need help playmaking. So what LeBron went out there and did is orchestrated. You know what he orchestrated. And I mean orchestrated. You see what I'm saying? A trade that will get both of those done. He got a 6'4" center that can play make. Okay. On a serious tip though, Russ sucks. But I think the super team thing, to be honest with you, in my opinion, it has to be about who the role players are. Now, unless you 4 deep with all-stars, which I believe I cut out again, I know I did, which those Warriors teams were, then that's a different story. But you can't tell me a team with, hell, if it was prime LeBron and it was AD and Russell Westbrook and the other two players on the court were like me and B Souls, that's not a super team. There's two huge liabilities on that team. So I think it does. I think to some degree, like that has to be a factor that plays into the super team conversation. Yeah. And with that being said, there's a lot of holes on this roster. Like Sage said, there's only 3 people on this roster. A lot of holes on this roster.
I agree with Omar though. I agree with Omar because I feel like we've had these conversations of two superstars, an all-star, and that's a super team. But then I'd argue, what if hypothetically, and I know this will never happen, hypothetically you literally had a 15-man roster in terms of talent, a bunch of Drew Holiday level players. Like, you're not like, obviously not like all fucking 6'3" point guards, but on the caliber for every position. They're on the caliber of Drew Holiday. Is that not a super team when you literally have like top like 15 top 40 level players?
Basically, perennial all-stars. Yeah. 15 perennial all-stars on your roster. And injuries, like if one person got injured, I could replace them with this guy. That's kind of my argument against I guess that's the 2011 Heat. I understand that LeBron and them were in their prime, and I would have to go back and look. Carlos Arroyo sucked.
Yeah, 2011 Heat had some bad role players.
But he didn't
like
start.
Real bad ones.
Who was the
Mario
was it
Chalmers.
Eddie House that started?
Mario Chalmers was the starting point guard.
It was
I don't think at the
Chalmers
beginning of the
and
season, Mario Chalmers.
they didn't
Mario
even have,
Chalmers was the starter.
I don't even think they had Birdman at that point in 2011. Who was their
No.
starting set? Joel Anthony, bro. He was trash, man. They had Chalmers and Joel Anthony in their starting lineup.
Did they not have Mike Miller that year?
No, I think they signed him 2012. I think 2011 was like real.
Damo, and that's why I think it wasn't Mario Chalmers. Because didn't they say in the next season, oh yeah, Mike Miller can come and play point guard, which was the craziest thing I ever heard in my life. But let me.
They were a bastard.
Let me look up that one.
They had Joel
Because Mario Chalmers started the year before.
Yeah, they had Joel.
Eddie House was their 6th man, I think, in 2011.
Mario Chalmers started. This is what I'm saying. Mario Chalmers started 28 games. Carlos Arroyo started 42, and Mike Bibby started 12. And that's why
Bibby was old, man. He was old.
Yeah, Bibby's old, and that's why next season they were like, if we get Mike Miller, he can play the point. And then somebody was like, I guess it was Eric Spoelstra, he was like, LeBron can run point, and Mario's like sufficient enough. But that's what I'm saying. So Carlos Arroyo and Ilgauskas and Eric Dampier at the 5.
Oh, they did have Mike Miller, actually.
Oh, they had Mike Miller at this point?
Mike Miller was there. Yeah.
I just don't think he popped off until 2012, though. For them, at least.
Omar, you were alive during that time, bro. Come on. When those 3 came together, you're telling me that's not a fucking super team?
Super team is
you got to think about what that team was, especially what the rest of the league was like around that time.
Especially with the rest of the league.
That's what makes a super team a super team. A super team isn't, you don't define a super team based off of the standards of what a super team is in 2018 and 2020. No,
yeah, it's got to be compared to the rest of the league at the time for sure.
Thank you. So in 2011, again, that team only was formed because of the 08 Celtics and the lack of LeBron being able to get through him, D Wade's being injured, Chris Bosh being in no man's land in Toronto at that time. They came together to form a team that could be sufficient to that Celtics team. Other than that, there were no super teams back then. Like, the closest thing was the Lakers, and we weren't really a super team. We were just we had depth. That was the thing. We had Kobe, we had Powell, we had depth compared to the rest of the league. Like, that's what made the Heat a super team at that time.
I love how people have spun that Lakers team into like a super team now because they had Kobe, Powell, Gasol, and Andrew Bynum. Oh my God.
Bynum was hurt pretty much every meaningful series.
Stupid. Like, Lamar Odom is now a qualification to be the 3rd star of a super. It's so fucking stupid.
And let me say, I don't think I was saying that the 2011 Heat weren't a super team, but I'm just pointing out, if you have all this star power and you can't get a consistent starting point guard nor center, what is everybody's consensus as to what is and what?
I agree. We have to establish that. We have to establish exactly what a super team is. You can't just throw around. Because to me, I feel like the term would have to be based off of, again, what Jason and Dom said in relation to the rest of the league, but also the level, and it kind of goes in tandem with that, the expectations. Because I feel like what made the 08 Celtics, those Heat teams, the Warriors teams, super teams, is that when they formed together, it was just the whole league was fucking scared of them. They were expected to win the championship, and anything else was a failure. That's the main common denominators of those three teams. So when people talk about how this Lakers team is a super team, by the arbitrary definitions that people have put on different super teams, I guess. But when it comes to what I feel like is the qualification for a super team, which is exactly what I just said, I don't think there is a super team. Maybe the Nets.
I think the Nets. That's what I was just about. I was just about to bring up the Nets.
Fully healthy Nets team, stacked squad. They're expected to win the championship because they got 3 players that are in the top 15. That's a super team.
I like the Spurs. The Spurs back then, would the Spurs not be like? Did the Spurs not have a couple super teams, like with Duncan, Tony Parker? We won't say the Spurs.
It wasn't to the level where
because
the Spurs aren't going to win this year.
Spurs could possibly, but I don't know if they were like at the point like we're making it seem like when you're a super team, you're pretty much expected championship or bust. And I don't know if the Spurs were there; they just happened to win the championship because they were like there were a lot of teams kind of on their level. They just beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was only saying that because of the level of depth they had, along with like their top 3 players.
The only time there's ever been 2 super teams was the 80s and the 60s. That's
I just
only time there's been 2.
Would you say 2016 or not 2016, 2017 Cavs and Warriors are both pretty damn close to super teams. Warriors were just the ultimate super team.
I would agree.
2017 Cavs are one of the best teams that never won the championship. That team was damn close to a super team.
Yep. I would agree.
Is that true? Is that true though?
I think it is.
Literally, when LeBron, Kyrie, and K Love came together, they were
I 100%
gonna
agree.
be the next super team until the Warriors just sexy 7 wins every single fucking year. Like that was the expectations we had.
It's not hard, bro. It's just not this difficult. I don't understand. A super team is a team that is supposed to dominate the league that they're in my personal opinion. It's supposed to be undoubtedly, if they stay healthy, they will win the title. It is not close. They are above, beyond, and over everyone in their competition. Some idiot in chat was like, oh, so by his definition, if Dame, Kawhi, and Luka teamed up in Dallas, that's not a super team. I don't know what crown you. How did you even get that from what I said? But on top of that, I don't know how. I don't know how people's mind work. But despite that, even then, if Damian Lillard, Luka Doncic, and Kawhi Leonard somehow teamed up, 3 arguable top 10 players teamed up, yes, I would say, if they don't win the chip, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a super team, especially if they have one of the better owners in the league. They have hopefully one of the better front office. They done nuked them shits. So we don't know about their front office. I take that comment back. They're going to have a deeper roster if Damon fucking Kawhi just hop on the squad somehow. Duh, they'd be a super team. They'd have talent above, over, and beyond everyone else. They have 3 top 10 players. The thing that people are trying to push with the Lakers and Russ, and I don't give a fuck if we're a super team or not. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a Bron fan, nigga. If we could be a super duper team, give me DeMar, give me Dwight, all them nigga. I don't care what the fuck we are. I want to win the chip. But if Russell Westbrook today in 2021 is seen from fucking 25 to 50 for some people, that's not a super team, even if we got to keep it casual as fuck. Okay, casual as fuck. Nobody was saying that, even the Nets, nobody has Kyrie Irving out of their top 20. Nobody had prime Wade, Bosh, and LeBron James out of their top 20. Nobody had Wardell Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond, and Clay. First of all, even if the 2 of them aren't in your top 20, my God, it's 4 of them. But even then, most people had 3 of those 4 in the top 20. Even if we had to put a number on it, which you don't think, use your mind, but even if we had to put a fucking number on it, my God, the Lakers are clearly the worst super team, which at that point, they're not a super team because they're not above and beyond their competition. If we're asking if the Lakers going to come out the West. When the Warriors was out there doing that motherfucking thing, everybody was like, I don't even want to watch basketball. When the Celtics done teamed up, they were like, yeah, that's some whole shit they did to LeBron. When the Lakers got Nash and Dwight before everybody got injured, they were like, oh my God, what the fuck? What has basketball become? Because now everybody's making super teams. When the big 3 form niggas hated LeBron. But when the Lakers joined up, it's just, they're a super team, bro. So Ben Simmons. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say my pushback, even to what Jason was saying. First of all, if we're looking at like Kevin Love as being the third guy, one, I'm gonna look at drop off from there. From first, I always look at drop off from first to second, from second to third, and more importantly, from third to fourth, like fourth best player on the team. Who would y'all say is the fourth best player on that 22nd cast?
I think it should go third to just the whole rest of the role players, like as a unit.
Yeah,
because it's three, and then it's the role players. Like that's how I would look at it.
Is the next
that Cavs team is the most underrated team by a mile? It's not close.
So like Tristan Thompson being the next best player, or I guess,
but it was a collection of Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert.
I guess I just don't. I guess I just don't look at it like
those
that.
are good role players. I don't know what to tell you.
Those are real good.
That team had one of the better offensive. Oh my God! Playoff.
LeBron.
It wasn't just LeBron.
It wasn't just because LeBron.
It wasn't just LeBron.
LeBron was going stupid though. LeBron was going stupid.
LeBron is great, arguably the greatest player of all time. You know, like yada yada yada. It was not just LeBron. That team was phenomenal. That team was exceptional. That team is slept on like a motherfucker. It's not.
But, okay, so even then, what I'm asking is, if you compare the third best player on all those teams, Kevin Love is like a real. He sticks out very heavily. And I know different eras. I do understand.
You tripping?
But I'm looking at the Nets from this past year, and let's say they're third best. Is Kevin Love better or even in the same ballpark as the third best player on that team?
Gross.
If Kevin Love doesn't go through mental health issues, he is.
So where was Chris Bosh?
Yes.
Omar, where was Chris Bosh going into that Heat season, that first Heat season? Top 15? Top 20-ish?
Probably top 15, top 15.
What about Kevin Love?
A year later.
What about Kevin Love going into that?
A year later.
That Cavs.
I'm not gonna act like I can't remember.
Because that was the year before. It was like the season he averaged like 25 and 13 type shit.
He literally stacked.
But I still will not act like that Kevin Love. I mean, if we want to, that's fine.
Again,
Kevin Love and Chris Bosh.
But he was at that time. He was top 15, top 20.
He's crazy. Like if Kevin Love doesn't go through what he goes through mentally off the court, whatever he's going through, he's still that 25-13 player, that 30-30 demon, that 30-20 demon he was in Minnesota. The fact that he started facing,
yeah. And I got the 2017 playoffs numbers pulled up from the Cavs. That playoff run, Kevin Love averaged 17 points, 11 rebounds. Shot 44% from the field, 45% from three on 6 threes a game, 84% from
scorching off three that year.
K-Love get a lot of shit, and I don't. K-Love, a lot of LeBron fans stand up because you gotta admit this was one of the favorite Cavs plays. If you really fuck with Bron, I at least fucked with it. That man K-Love would get the made shot from the other team, look up the court. Fuck it. Dot that bitch to LeBron all alone in the paint. He laid the ball. Like, was wild as shit.
Let me just read off the rest of the team that playoffs. Kyrie averaged 26 and 5 on that god crazy efficiency as usual. J.R. Smith was shooting 50% from three, shooting 4 threes a game. Kyle Korver was shooting 40%. Iman Shumpert was shooting 39%. D. Will was shooting 39%, even though he got shitted on in the playoffs. In the finals. Channing Frye was shooting 51% from three. Like that's stupid, bro. What the fuck?
I get what y'all are saying. And maybe I think the other thing, I guess this alludes, and this is what we're saying about super, and we probably won't get a definition solid, because ultimately Kevin Love's fit on that Cavs team was phenomenal. I just, looking at the names of big threes, that third best player, I think Kevin Love's name, that could just be me saying that. I could be wrong, but
again, you're comparing super team to super team. You need to compare a super team amongst the rest of the league at the time. That's what makes a super team a super team. A super team is not determined by if you were a super team in 2011, how do you compare it to a super team in 2016, which compares to a super team in 2020, which compares to a super team in 1998. That's not how super teams work. You compare super teams based off of the talent and teams in the league that they're playing in at that time. In 2017, especially in the East, how many teams were compatible? Well, comparative to the fucking Cavaliers, they were walking through niggas. Like Kevin Love is the third best player. Go through every team in the East in 2017. Who was their best player, and how good were they compared to Kevin Love? Then you can ask yourself, was that super team?
In 5, bro.
You make good points. Though. I'm not.
Okay.
Are we talking 26? Are we talking about the? I look at the year that he came to the Cavs.
That was the year they swept the Celtics in the conference finals, right? 2017.
We won one game.
I think so. With Isaiah, was it Isaiah? Was it 4-1?
We won the one game Isaiah Thomas got injured, or when they just called up Isaiah Thomas and Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Marcus Smart went crazy.
Yep.
Big Smart.
Got one.
Fucking city. They got it.
Now, mind you,
that Eastern Conference Finals. I made a video titled "I told y'all the Celtics wouldn't get swept."
if we're talking about the first year that we're not talking about the first year that the Cavs joined, because the first year that the Cavs joined, they did not. Huh?
I said you can look at any of those from 2015 2017. 15. From the 2015 season to 2017 season, look at any team in the East and compare their big three.
Yeah.
In the East alone. Compare those big three.
I get that. I mean, the first year they definitely weren't the quote unquote best team
yeah.
It is
Jeff Teague.
I mean, you know who it was. It was the Hawks. So
didn't they get walked through?
I can see what you're saying. I guess I just the definitions and this is when the East got horrendously weak, I believe. Like as a whole, the only team that has competition that I'm is like Toronto.
Yeah,
and that was still at the time when Lowry and DeRozan were folding every year too. That was before Lowry stepped up with Kawhi. So
we just gave LeBron all this credit, and this is why.
The whole Southeast Division was horrible. Go ahead, Sage.
This is why the level of being as good, like the peak of your top 3 matters to a degree as well. LeBron himself was so good, Kyle Lowry and DeRozan were scared shit of him. Then you gave him Kyrie Irving, and then you gave him Kevin Love. Then you gave him a coach who I knew was good, but nevertheless a bad coach. And that ended up becoming a phenomenal one. They gave him 50% 3-point shooters across the board. And man, fuck up on out of here, man.
17.
Is Toronto a good coach? Am I the only thing that don't think Toronto's a good coach? I'll be on the hill by myself.
Literally, he's been considered a good coach his whole career up until the 2018 season when people just scapegoated Ty Lue.
You can't beat the Durant Warriors. You suck. Oh my God.
I wanted Lue to be the new Sixers coach over Doc Rivers, but that's an entirely different story.
And for those who are curious,
if we want to segue, I want to ask Jason about Big Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying?
Man. All right.
Here we go. Real quick before we transition to Ben Simmons, we do gotta let folks know that Kyle Kuzma, a potential 25-point per game, and a person who can guard 1 through 5, is with Bradley. I just want to ask real quick: is that enough to legitimately stay and seek it out? Because to be honest with you, all jokes aside, the team that they have assembled now in Washington is a much better team than last year. And if they make the playoffs,
that's gonna say a lot. The Wizards get better with Kyle Kuzma, bro. Are
they not? Is this not a better team?
I don't know. I think the Wizards kind of stink now, to be honest.
Why?
It's not just like the whole getting rid of Russ thing. I think I just don't think the package the Lakers gave him is necessarily that good. I don't think Kuz plays winning basketball. I don't think Trez plays winning basketball.
But they got rid of Russell Westbrook.
No.
I mean, Russ didn't play winning baastball either. It's just a whole package of nothing.
You literally just proved my point in 4K. You literally, clip this. It just proved my point in 4K. We're talking about
1080.
KCP in a pick. We're better than Russell Westbrook. Russell goes to the Lakers and they're a super team. What the fuck?
Yo, Sage, your mic just
What is happening?
Sage,
your mic,
yo,
Sage, your mic just said, "Fuck it, I'm done." Your mic just retired.
What the hell? Okay, I'm back on Discord. Discord just reloaded.
Yeah, you're good on Discord.
What the fuck?
Let me get in y'all.
It looks like I'm back on.
Yeah. Stream came back on. Stream came back on.
What the yo, chat? I don't know what the fuck happened.
Nigga said I'll blame cardiac.
Hey, blame cardiac. No
Niggas
problem.
is saying I blame cardiac. Cardiac.
I don't know what happened. It literally just said trying to reconnect stream. Yo, chat, my bad. Hold on.
At least we still got 270 in this bitch though. That's what's up.
270
270
after the stream
Wait, I
going
see
down.
270.
Are you serious?
Stream went down.
here.
I'm seeing 270 still in this bitch.
Hey. Yeah.
Go ahead.
You're good now.
All right. All I was saying was I probably looked fucking insane. All I was saying was checkmate over all the bullshit. We just asked if Russell Westbrook was a benefit. We just asked if the Wizards got better at getting rid of Russell Westbrook for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Kuzma in a pick. That checkmate.
Trez.
Perez got benched in the playoffs, man. He is trash.
Like I said,
But we're just talking about the regular season, though. We're just talking about the regular season. The Wizards climbing up the rankings.
Russell gets worse in the play. Okay.
I think, and I might be. This might be bold. I don't even know. The East. I will say, and this is definitely sad to say, the East is better than it has been in the past 8 years, 9 years. Because I just look back at that Eastern Conference that the Cavs just went through. That was horrible, especially after the first season that they were together. The next year, the whole Southeast Division is god awful. Miami being the best team, and this is a Miami with recently retired Bosh and an old Dwayne Wade, and they were the best team in the division. That was a horrible East. So right now, the East is really good, and I think this Washington team can actually be good. Now, is the next step fire Scott Brooks, make these guys play? Yes. KCP can still play defense though. Kyle Kuzma, we shitted on him. He can still play defense at least better than these other guys.
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
I'm saying this isn't a bad team. I'm saying it's not a bad team.
Wait, Sage and Dom, how good is Kuzma defensively? I'm being so serious. Like, that's a serious question.
I
don't think he's very good.
Because I don't know where this narrative of Kuz being a good defender even like.
I think that was average. At very best, he's average, and that's being generous.
At very best,
and that's him at his best.
My opinion,
which he is not always at his best.
My opinion, he's painfully average but easy to attack because he lacks IQ.
So he's not a good defender. It sounds like he's not a good defender.
Give another defender.
Mechanics.
Give another defender that's like on his level, or give another player who's on his level. Because I've been hearing that Kuz is at least good straight on defense.
For who? From who? Who says this?
I'm saying, like, are we going to say he defends better than
that's that Laker fan tax.
Twitter.
Well, they'll just push. Laker fans will push their guys harder than anybody. I think that was just that Laker fan tax.
They're not. That's LeBron fans, man. I ain't doing that shit.
That's Laker fans, bro. Celtics fans do it too. We've been gassing Marcus Smart for the last 5 years, bro.
Okay,
the only good thing I can say about Kuzma is this. I will say on the Lizards, he can definitely average 20. He could be the second highest scorer on the Wizards.
For sure. No question about it.
And that's it. That's it. Rui, listen, I love Rui. Rui is gonna be like a, for me, Rui's gonna be like a, he's an engine guy. Rui's gonna be an engine guy.
What is that?
Rui's a glue guy. He's one of the guys, he's gonna do all the dirty work. Rui at best is gonna give you like 15, 18, in my opinion. Unless his game just 19? Kuz is giving you 20. Kuz about to give you 20.
On this team, Kuz 20, Bradley Beal 20, 28 plus. Bradley Beal almost 30.
Bradley Beal about to average
20.
40. Bradley Beal's about to average 45 points, bro. Bradley Beal about to walk out there. And he's like, you know what? Y'all not about to trade me? Fuck it. 45. He's about to go out there and go. He was already going dumb crazy last year. He's about to turn that shit up by 2. Bradley Beal's averaging 40.
That sounded like a super team to me. I don't know about y'all, man. Hey.
Genuine question.
You got Rui averaging
Trez
18.
is 17?
Kuz
Trez is
20.
17. Trez is going to average like 17.
Trez is giving you 17.
We're just running down the
Bradley
list.
Beal's
Everybody's
dropping
averaging
45.
damn near 20.
Come on.
Now, mind you, they're averaging 40 and they're giving up 140. You got to remember.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
Bottom
They're
5
not stopping
defense. That's what I'm saying.
They're not
They weren't even
stopping
bottom
anything.
5 this year, though.
Were they? I thought they were.
No, they were 19th.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Look at damn 19th. Okay. That's
I'm
okay.
a little surprised by that. That's a pleasant little surprise.
Damn, I had a question I wanted to ask you.
You gotta to be 19th
to be impressed by 19th.
Oh, 19th. Okay, that's okay. Hey, they might got a shot.
Not top 10. They're not one of the bottom 10 defenses. Man. That's
That's what they played hard in that last game because they wanted to make sure Jason could make a video and say
is so low for the
they wanted to make sure that you couldn't make that.
They had to make sure to clear that
19. Wow.
incredibly low bar.
And
Closer to the middle of the pack than the bottom.
offensively, they were
You might be average,
Offensively,
okay.
they were 17th, so they're definitely gonna go up offensively. I don't know. Is this a super team? Do the Nets have to work?
Super team, right?
Jesus Christ.
If they played the Sixers,
Warriors, conference
Former
finals,
sixth man of
7-game
the year,
series?
Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell.
The greatest player of all time, Carl Kuzma.
Genuine question. Can we, for like 5 minutes, talk about this loyalty shit in the NBA, bro? Because this nigga Beal, bro. Leave.
I thought he wanted to leave.
Bro, I think he wants to
leave. He wants to stay. Like, is it?
I mean, bro,
what?
But I mean, look. This is what I would say about loyalty. I think this year, out of any year, you can honestly say we can. I mean, nigga, Giannis gave niggas that's loyal some hope. I mean, we've been shitting. Listen, I understand the circumstances, but there's injuries every fucking year, so we can't sit there and be like, oh man, the next one. Fuck that. Giannis stayed solid. Giannis he did put pressure on the Bucks neck. He was like, look, y'all got to do something or I'm out of here. But regardless, Giannis stayed solid. He stayed 10 toes down. He said, I'm going to be loyal. And he has that goal now. So it's possible. Now, if Giannis was to lose this year again, then he leaves and then Dame gets traded. Then it's like, all right, my nigga, look, loyalty is dead. Like, it's not happening. You can be loyal and win. You just got to have a front office that makes it happen.
You can be loyal and win if you're as good as Giannis. I think Beal is
or if you have a good
2 tiers
situation.
down below Giannis.
I mean, or if you have a front office that's competent, which, I mean, this is the Wizards. So, I mean, it might take more time, but regardless, I'm not going to. If niggas is paying you a supermax, if you can get
Beal's like
supermax
28,
money.
bro. Come on.
What happened?
Beal's like 28, bro. There is no time.
Yeah, I'm not
Can we talk about last year when Beal threw a temper tantrum for a month straight when they were losing, and now he's wanting to stay loyal to them as if he's not going to do the same thing this year? For a whole month straight, he made sure every camera was pointed at him, and he was frowning, like looking dead at the cameras. He wanted everyone to see how sad he was to make us feel bad for him, and now he's choosing to stay. I don't feel bad for him. I don't.
I don't feel bad for him either.
I think he's I think he's a loser, if I'm being completely honest.
Hey, welcome to the Let's Keep It Above podcast.
I think Beal is a loser.
With that being said, real quick, I think the guys that choose the loyalty thing, on a serious tip, they can look around the league and say, where can I go? Like, if you're being honest with yourself, where can I go? If I go opt out, demand a trade, I know that the Knicks are going to be the ones on the phone. I know OKC is probably going to be on the phone, maybe. But other than that, like, where can I legitimately go? So I ask you, if Bradley Beal were to demand a trade right now, where can he go that, one, puts him in a position to win, and two, doesn't put too much pressure on him? Because that's another aspect of this.
Tell me if I'm being biased, but are the Sixers not a good fit? Because I am a Sixer fan. I'm asking, does that sound biased for me to say?
One, I think that's not like a win situation. One. But
I think him and Joel Embiid are crazy together, even though I just called them a loser.
Like, that puts them in a like championship type situation. Beal is.
Does that not?
And this is the other thing.
How does that not put them there?
I think we're grossly downplaying Embiid with that. I'm not gonna lie.
And then y'all can feel that way, but then two comes in. The two aspect. Is that too much pressure for Bradley Beal?
But where do you go where you're trying to win that there's no pressure? That doesn't exist.
He can be a third. We can be at best a third guy.
The Lakers.
But that doesn't exist though. Well, almost.
Exactly.
But first of all, I want to say this first. Jason is my new favorite guest because he's the only nigga that ever calls somebody a loser. There we go. Amazing. Like, I've been calling niggas losers legitimately for like a year or two now. He's the first person to come on here and call somebody a loser without me like, I love that nigga. But I will say this. There is literally no place in the NBA a player that's top 3 to top 2 caliber on a team can go to win and not have pressure. That just doesn't exist. Now, give me a player that can be top 3 on a team that's going to win, that's competing for a championship that doesn't get pressure. Who?
Oh, like Kevin Love. And by pressure, I mean this is
depressed.
This is what I mean. I understand pressure. If you're on an NBA team, you receive some type of pressure. Maybe I should have said blame. Because if he's on a team, if he goes to the Lakers and the Lakers lose, instead of Russ, he goes to the Lakers. LeBron is going to get blamed first. AD is going to get blamed second, and then third, we're going to look at Bradley Beal.
No.
If the Lakers lose, you think LeBron's gonna be the first line?
Hold on.
First
Bradley
line?
Beal or Kevin Love? Bradley Beal or Kevin Love?
Who am I
Wait,
taking?
Omar, Bradley. Who are you talking about? Bradley Beal or Kevin Love if they go to the Lakers?
I'm talking about Beal.
Okay, if Bradley Beal goes to the Lakers and we lose and this nigga's out there shooting like Danny Green, do you not think we're about to blame him first? Like, we brought you here. If he's doing his job, if he's shooting efficiently, he's putting up numbers and we lose, yes, we're blaming LeBron or we're blaming AD. Well, really, we're blaming AD first. But we're blaming somebody else first. We're blaming Frank Vogel. We're blaming anybody else first. But if he comes here...
Even on the Cavs, even on the Cavs, K-Love was the first line of blame before Kyrie and LeBron. Out of that,
he was talking about Bradley Beal. But
LeBron, they
Chris Bosh when he went to the Heat. Yes, LeBron choked, but nigga, Chris Bosh's stock plummeted playing with the Heat. Niggas was ripping Chris Bosh apart.
People are literally like questioning the legitimacy of that super team because of Chris Bosh's play till this day.
Like, there's been plenty of guys that have gone places as the third option, and they got legit big blame.
And then
I say Bradley Beal.
I think the year after that big three in Miami broke apart, like Chris Bosh immediately went back to being like 21-9.
When start going crazy. People are like, oh man, Chris Bosh still got it. Like,
that should never.
He never lost it. He was just playing his role.
I just
think that Bradley. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm about to say to say Bradley Beal going to the Sixers, definitely, and I mean especially if they give up Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons is the one traded,
oh my god!
Oh my god! If they get rid of that liability, bro, come on. There's
pressure than Embiid. No, I'm being so serious. He had more pressure on him than Embiid, considering that Philly bought into Simmons for 5 years, gave him up, finally decided to sell on that stock for Bradley Beal. If Bradley Beal doesn't have an increased level of success compared to Simmons, oh my god!
Okay, so that's all right. So one that's one. It's not, I don't think it's a realistic trade because of what Philly already said. But that's one team. Is there another team that Bradley Beal could go to?
That's it.
Any team that wants any team.
Wait, a team that he can go to that puts them in an immediate spot to win,
or a team that would
Warriors.
Because Warriors, Boston, like there's several.
Warriors
teams.
give up Wiggins, and they give up either.
What are they winning?
What?
Winning the championship with Beal? What are they winning?
It depends what they give up. It depends what they give up.
If they got Curry,
they would have to give up. They would give up Wiggins. They would give up Wiggins, Wiseman.
They're not tall and they don't defend. But if they
they give up Wiggins, Wiseman.
I'm not even trying to tell like what.
I think that would be a big stretch for chest to pick.
That's a lot of threes.
Bro, if they come out there with a lineup, their starting five is Curry, Beal, Clay, Draymond, and whoever at center. Well, nigga, what? That's not okay.
That sounds like Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Norman Powell.
That sounds like
Like
Damian Lillard.
plus four
No
overall to me, bro.
Yo,
That sounds like plus 4 overall to me of the Portland Trail Blazers.
So wait. So who's CJ McCollum in this situation for the Warriors?
Right.
Are you saying
Bradley Beal?
Bradley Beal?
What the
Are you
fuck?
fucking kidding me? Oh my god! Tell me when CJ goes to a team by himself and drop fucking 30 a game, please. Please show me
He
that.
dropped again.
Fuck?
The Blazers plus 4 overall. Plus 4 overall. If CJ has his
I
own team, he's
can't.
averaging 25.
So Damon. So you're telling me Damon Curry on the same level? That's what you're saying.
Again, Curry is Dame plus 4 overall. What's Dame's overall right now?
Oh my!
So Clay. So who's Clay in the situation on the Blazers? Who's Clay? Melo?
Norman Powell.
Oh my
I hate
god.
him so much, bro. I hate him. I'm so glad Omar's.
What's Norman Powell's overall right now, bro?
Bronze card, nigga, silver at best.
Now
He's
give me a number, bro. 80, 83, 84, 80, 83.
78.
I give him a nice generous 83.
83.
Norman Powell's a 78.
What's Klay
Klay-
Thompson right now?
Clay will be a nice 86.
87, right? 87, 88. That sounds like 83 plus 4 to me. I don't know about y'all, bro.
I said Norman Powell's a 78.
Okay.
He just had his best year, though. I'll give him a little bump for that.
Bro.
Hey,
So you're
I'm
telling me
saying.
a starting lineup, chat, please. Again, Omar's not paying this any attention because he knows how captain says and Bezos is trolling. Chat, tell me am I bugging? A starting lineup of Curry, Bill, Clay, Draymond,
second round exit.
whoever, JaVale. They bring JaVale back.
I guess they would have championship expectations. That would probably be not pretty bad, but it wouldn't be the best defense in the world.
I'm more so questioning the defense of that backcourt the same way with Portland. That's really my main point. That's really my main point.
Looney's a good defensive big.
But that's still a good
Defensive big. How many years
Still
ago?
good defense. It's not like a Portland thing with us.
Was he hurt a lot of this year, Looney? Because
I haven't
feel
really
like he
seen
just kind of like fell off this year. Yeah.
I honestly just felt Looney has been a G League big his whole career. He's just been on the Warriors. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I had no faith in Kevon Looney. What's below a bronze card? If anything's below a bronze, that's Kevon.
No, not below bronze. Hey, that's for Damian Jones. Remember that week of basketball?
Yo, bro, niggas really up here hyping Damian Jones up, bro.
Oh my fucking god!
I ultimately, I think that some players do recognize what their roles are in the league, and it's kind of like the Melo going to New York situation at the time. That made a great team. Definitely going to Chicago would have been the better deal. With or without, there was the emergence of Derrick Rose. It was seen as the better deal at the time. He decided to go to New York or whatever the case may be. For Bradley Beal, this might be the best option. Staying in Washington, whatever he could do, not a lot of pressure, not any pressure at all, to be honest with you. He can do whatever he wants to do. And another person who needs to be in that situation, we'll let Jason. Jason, how do you feel about Ben Simmons? What's going on?
This is incredibly loaded because that's also a very complicated answer. And I'm not necessarily in the just like get the pitchforks out and chase Ben Simmons out of town. Like I do actually really like what Morey's doing, even though he seems crazy on paper, how like every report comes out and he's like asking for a big treasure chest for Ben. And he's not in like a big old rush to trade him, doing the first deal that comes his way. And honestly, like, there's no defending how he played in the playoffs. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, he didn't suck, because he did. Like, he completely shied away from shooting the ball every time he had it. And obviously the play, I don't even have to bring up what happened in the play. You all know what I'm talking about when I say the play.
I didn't watch a lot of playoff basketball. What happened?
And then
a lot of those games, we were live streaming. I ain't gonna lie.
But I do want to say one thing is that there are two other huge aspects of why the Sixers lost that series that no one just ever talks about anymore, because Ben just gets all the shit. And it's how terrible the coach Doc Rivers is. And it's how completely ghost Tobias Harris went. And no one ever talks about that. In game 5, Harris scored 4 points. He's supposed to be the second best scorer on the team. 4 points. Game 7, he missed 7 layups. I counted 7 layups.
He counted.
Two position game.
People told me I was
he missed
crazy.
7 layups.
Loser.
Tobias Harris missed 7 layups in a 2
People told me I
possession
was
game.
crazy for going at Tobias Harris and him being an average player.
Tobias Harris is a fan favorite. Everyone loves him. He's a great guy. You love him as a guy. But I'm almost like everyone's pissed off and sick of Ben. I'm sick of Tobias Harris probably as much as they are of Ben.
Would hate Tobias
Trade him for
too.
Beal.
I heard Tobias's issue is like in games like 1 and 2, like he had like 20 and maybe like 21 in games 1 or 2. The games that mattered the most, Jason's right. He had like 4 points.
Exactly. When it matters most, Tobias Harris had a great regular season this year, and he boosted his ego up, or not his ego. He's like his status around the league. Everyone was like, "Oh, Tobias Harris is having a great year." Meaningful games, he disappears. It's the same thing that happened last year in the
John
playoffs.
Collins look like a chair in the first couple of games.
He did.
And the next game,
Kevin Herter was bullying him. Kevin Herter
the next couple
bullied
of
him.
games, you would have thought
Kevin
John Collins
Herter
was Scottie Pippen or something like that. No. You would have thought it was like Scottie Pippen. Like Tobias was like, God, I can't even get past
It was bad.
He couldn't post up Kevin Herter.
No, couldn't post up.
Hey man, Kevin Herter's the
Kevin
truth,
No,
bro.
bro. Damo, the first couple of games,
Yes,
he put
bro.
Kevin Herter
The smoke
in the
Kevin
rim.
Herter is getting right now is hilarious.
He put Kevin Herter in the rim and then scored on him. And in the last like couple of games, he was
Just saying, not Kevin Herter.
Bro,
he looked like that Boogie Simmons, that Boogie Cousins
like,
meme.
bro, Kevin Herter dead ass was like, yo, I'm not a chair, my guy. Like, I'm gonna put this defense on you.
He's a chair if you know what you're doing, but Tobias Harris doesn't.
Listen,
He doesn't know.
This is one thing I won't do. One thing I'm not gonna tolerate is my boy the Red Mamba Herter slander. All right, Herter's the truth.
Bro, he couldn't even score against Kevin Herter.
Okay.
And it was like, bro, he made it look like Kevin
Kevin
Herter's
Herter,
got
what they say, Kevin Herter got that sneaky strength. He got that, yo, you wouldn't even notice he that strong. Like somebody gave him that pep talk, like, bro, you're not a baby. So Kevin Herter was like, I'm not a baby. Let's go.
And then on the other end, I think it was game 5. It was a game that Trae Young sat out. Kevin Herter had 23 points. I swever to God, after that game, Atlanta was calling him Kayvon. I was like, this is crazy. I've ever
That
seen.
shit was lit. Hey, that shit was uncheated.
I can't believe Tobias. Tobias Harris he deserves blame, but I dead ass saw Ben Simmons look at Trae Young and say, "Whoa, Mutombo is in the paint. I can't go up there."
Oh, absolutely. But also, then let me also say this. Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris are both on maxes. Tobias Harris got his max because of his ability to score the basketball. When he doesn't score the ball, he gives you nothing. Ben Simmons, he could be afraid to shoot every time he wants. He still gives you elite defense, elite playmaking. He still does something. Tobias Harris, when he's bad, is bad.
Sounds
Real
like
bad.
Dame.
I don't
Sounds like Dame.
Wow.
Ben Simmons can be bad, but he'll still be good elsewhere. Tobias Harris, when he's bad, there is no good with him. He does not give you anything when he's bad.
Oh, no.
I think even when he's bad, though, because of the threat of him being just too dumb, the threat of him being a 3-point shooter is still more effective than what Ben Simmons can give you when he's bad.
Get away with that.
It's
Like,
super
people are still
complicated.
gonna close out on a Tobias Harris 3. Dom says you're going crazy. What's going on? I don't even know what happened.
It's the fact that Sage's the only one that got a problem with it. Everybody else is like, yep, man, he's gonna move on.
That's because Damon's a loser, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
You right. Hey man. Big loser.
The biases and everybody was just like, no, we're just straight.
Yeah, I'm just weak at the fact that man said, yo, Tobias ain't scoring. He's just not doing nothing. I'm like, yeah, man, that's sound like Dame. Everybody else just let it go. Sage is just we just let that slide.
We did just kind of brush that one under
We
the rug.
let that slide. Like no one's gonna say nothing. Like everybody else is moving on.
I mean,
Bezos, how many in the chat? How many in the chat? Somebody give me a chat count.
174.
182 on my shit.
Also, to
damn.
everybody's in chat saying, what defense did Ben play? Look up what Trae shot game 7, just real quick.
Oh my God!
What did Trae shoot game 7?
Oh
What
my
happened?
God!
Sage, I was to say, Omar feels offended.
I'm saying we beat them. I don't care. Trae played horrible in that game. We won. All right, we didn't lose in the second round.
Nah, your mic good.
Listen, I only see 2 out of that 10 on that stream goal though. We need to get that up. I will literally go get a job that has me working at Sunday night and Wednesday night if we do not get the stream goal up. I'm serious.
A part-time job. He only can work Wednesday and Sunday
Yeah,
night.
they're having open interviews all over the place. I will get a job. I will stop doing this Twitch stuff because no streams does not pay my bills. I mean, no subs not paying my bills. Before we move on, I do want to ask. So, what do you think?
Right, so
Answer, damn. What was that?
damn.
Oh, yes, sir. Is my mic working now, by the way? Because
He
my
invested.
mic wasn't working.
Yeah,
you-
Nah, you good, bro.
Jason, so what do you think the answer is? Two-parter. What do you think the answer
Lego
is?
Group just gifted 10 subs, so you're welcome. We just reached a stream goal.
Thank you, Lego.
There you
Hey,
go,
shout out
bro.
Lego, man. This is back to back.
There we go.
He's gifted 30 subs the last 2 streams.
Lego authentic. Oh my God. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, gifted 2 subs. What's good, man?
Okay.
Yo, this is
Oh my, they really want you out here, bro.
This man, all
Full
my
hype train
friends to
action.
leave, niggas start gifting subs. Okay, you gotta threaten to quit.
Hey,
That's all it takes.
hold on, real quick. I got y'all. Y'all playing with me. I'm out of here. I'll quit this thing.
Niggas
But-
said, "Oh no, Omar quitting."
The physical threats, they got used to it. Now we just gotta leave.
I know. Yeah, we just gotta leave. So before we move, I do want to ask Jason. So one, what do you think the solution is for Philly? And 2, what does a Ben Simmons trade look like? Because they said Harden, or I should say, what do you think they should do with Ben Simmons?
It's a good
Right now, I really don't think there's a Ben Simmons trade that can happen at the moment. I think
Agreed.
everyone in Philadelphia is going to have to suck it up. He'll start the season with the team, and he's going to have to play his stock around the league back up. He's going to have to come out and play well to build his trade stock back up. That's just what's going to have to happen. Right now,
that's my theory. Okay, I'm glad someone else agrees with that,
Couldn't have said it better.
because I thought that was a hot take for me. Okay, that's cool.
yeah, because right now, what the Sixers want, what Morey wants, isn't going to happen, and he's not also knowing Morey, he's not just going to accept a trade just to do a trade. What's going to I would put money on him being back on the team to start the year and before the deadline. I think, depending on how he's playing, I think he'll get moved closer to the deadline.
I agree, because again, every single year around January, February, people just forget his flaws, his stock rises, and then somehow, some way, Ben for Dame ain't looking too bad. But then after the
That's what I'm saying.
playoffs,
I mean,
it's like,
by the deadline
what can you
too,
get with Ben Simmons?
that Dame trade request might actually come if Portland is having a very mediocre year, if he finally gets fed up.
They probably
Yeah.
Which
will.
they should.
Yep.
They probably will.
That's when you throw the house at Dame. You throw Ben, you throw assets out the ass, you throw picks, you throw everything
you
for Dame at that point.
Do you throw everything for Dame?
I think for the Sixers, you throw everything for the situation.
For the Sixers,
Hold on,
yeah.
Jason.
For the Sixers,
Jason,
you
hear me out.
I
Jason,
throw
hear
Ben
me out.
and
Hear me
Tobias
out.
for Dame, bro.
Hear me out. We just seen
said Bennett.
one loser get traded
Damn,
for
BJ.
some scraps and 1 pick. I'm just saying, in order to go get another loser who's Dame, do you really think you got to throw a house at them?
I think
maybe a timeshare, but a house. Come on,
I think
dog.
Dame is I think Dame would be perfect as a number 2. You might not be a fan of him as the number 1 in Portland. I think him along with Embiid is a ridiculous duo, absolutely crazy.
Oh, that's like a very light version of the little dream Steph Shaq thing going on. You got Embiid dominating everybody down low, and then you got Dame shooting 30-foot.
Yep.
What the hell is going on in chat?
What the fuck? Oh, yo, hold on. BK says just
my
gifted
God.
5. Lego just gifted another 5. Y'all going
Brandon.
crazy. Y'all going stupid. This is
Yeah,
literally
action.
just because Omar threatened to leave the pod.
Shout out to Brennan. Listen, mine stay loyal. Me and Brennan talking every day, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing else to say.
Yeah,
But
Omar is leaving. Keep it a buck.
hey, that's gonna get the subs on YouTube too.
No,
I will say this. I just gotta be there's
Another
actually
5? Oh my god.
there's actually gotta be some things in NBA history that I would just want to be in the behind the of trying to figure out what was going on back there behind the scenes. I just gotta know why they turned down Harden with the chance.
I don't think they did. I think that the way that was reported, I don't think that's accurate. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of reports say they did offer Ben, but the real thing that happens is the owner Fertitta of the Rockets, he just hates Morey now. He's not doing business with him. He wasn't going to trade Harden to Philly no matter what. Him and Morey have a big grudge they're holding with each other. I don't think any Rockets Sixer trades are happening anytime soon.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all get a stimulus check, chat? What the fuck? We just got another 10. BJ just subbed again.
What? Let go. Work.
Is that Don?
Don't.
Jay Kelly with another 5? Yo, chat going, ooh, crazy. Hey.
Don't put a question.
Hey.
Hey, Rudy can get paid this month now.
Hey, no cap.
Hey, this because of Jason, man. Shout out Jason, man. That Jason just got
there we
that
go.
pull, bro.
There
Jason
we
just got
go.
that pull, man. Hey,
There we go.
Shout out to Jay Shine. Let's take it back to free agency for a quick second. Chris Paul opted out. Kawhi Leonard opted out.
Good.
He and Raptors talks are heating up with the Kyle Lowry type situation. What free agents do we see actually being on the Lakers, and what do we see happening with Chris Paul and Kawhi Leonard?
Rudy Gay to LA, I think is likely. Melo maybe.
what about DeMar? What do you feel about this?
I think Melo is close to a guarantee at this point, just because.
That's the 2012 All Stars, bro.
First of all, we get DeMar. I'm not. Like I said, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a Bron fan. I don't give a fuck if we the super duper team. If we get DeMar DeRozan and Russ is our fourth best player, that's no shit. Oh my god, chat. There's no shit. That's
Brandon again? Hey, shout out Brandon. Hey.
Like, yeah, if Russ is our fourth best player and we're still signing quality player, yeah, duh. But being said, I doubt we get him. I think we'll get a guy like Rudy. Just get shooters. And when I say shooters, I'm not talking because I speak for all Lakers fans. We're tired of the KCP,
Speak for yourself. I love KCP.
No.
Eventually.
Not KCP as a player. My bad. Because I fuck with KCP. I mean,
Speak for yourself.
in terms
He
of
was getting scapegoated at some point in his Laker tenure.
Yeah, I should have said it that way. In terms of 3-point shooting, tired of the Caruso level, the KCP.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with Paige right now?
He's talking about the mid. He's talking about the mid to low 30s.
Thank you. Like, give me some snipers, bro. Give me like these shooters, the people that's in the corner. Like, give me some 38% out there.
Hold on. Could be looking at a guy like Doug McDermott, possibly.
Lego just get to 25.
I don't like except for
25, bro. Lego got that bag today, bro. I'm sorry to keep interrupting the conversation, but chat is just going stupid.
I just stopped filling out the application, guys. I swear I did.
Lego.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Holy shit!
I have heard Doug McDermott. I have heard Doug McDermott's name brought up, and
I like Dougie McBuckets.
I feel like he's been underutilized in the NBA.
He gifted
I feel like Doug
50.
McDermott.
He just gifted 50.
50, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Who gifted 50?
Lego. Bro, Lego
Yo,
is
we want to
going
make
dumb right
OnlyFans
now.
for you, bro.
I bet you won't give the 100. I mean, that's just something I bet you won't do.
Stop.
I bet you won't.
Holy
I bet
shit,
you- I
bro.
bet you-
What?
We just got 120 subs.
What the fuck? Jason's like, yeah, this is my pull. This is my pull. Yeah. Where's my cut?
Nah, that's all you.
Oh shit.
That's our Rudy.
That's on a Rudy spot.
That's our editor.
Oh, chat is literally about to be a sub.
I'm about to say, yeah, bro, it's 190 in chat. 120 got subbed.
Hey, you know how unlucky you gotta be. The levels of RNG.
To not be subbed right now, niggas are not like you. You have to say something a nigga don't like.
Oh
But
my!
I heard
God.
Doug McDermott's name be brought up. I mean, defensive liability, but I mean that's all possible.
Yeah, I brought him up just because he said he wanted snipers, and I was trying to think of like free agents that shot high 40s from three. McDermott's just like one of the guys that I thought could possibly be, I guess, available.
I feel like
He's a free
I
agent,
feel like
right?
yeah, he is. I feel like at this point, like Sage and Jason are saying, just go all out into the like shooting. Defense, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Like Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Westbrook.
Anthony,
We just need some shooters.
Russ don't play defense, but yeah. AD and Bron got that. And by the way, like Dom was implying, I fuck with KCP. We give him a lot of shit. I fuck with KCP. Caruso, my dog. Yada yada yada. But I'm talking about just shooting the ball. I'm tired of the mid-ass shooters. And then we go to the playoffs and nobody can hit a shot, and we're just like, oh man, nobody hit a shot. Nah, give me some person that LeBron kicked the ball to, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me some of them Jones, man, because we ain't got
Well,
that.
right now, all the players we can get that fit that description are all taking minimum deals. So Matt Thomas, go ahead, come out of Toronto, Matt. Come
Mr.
on,
99.
Matt.
Trevor Ariza coming back.
You want Matt Thomas?
All right,
What's wrong with Trevor
Mr.
Ariza?
99%.
What's wrong with
Matt Thomas, come on down,
What's wrong
baby.
with Trevor Ariza? What
We
the
need
fuck?
all the minimum snipers,
Be
baby.
quiet, bro.
What are you?
Trevor
Wait,
Ariza-
what's wrong with Trevor
Ariza
Ariza?
is
What the-
old
Who the
and
fuck wants
washed,
Trevor
man.
Trevor
Ariza,
Ariza
bro?
and Robert Covington,
He's
people swear
old and
can't
washed.
get worse. People swear Robert Covington and Trevor Ariza just can't get worse. Like they're
That
not
just can't be
those guys
choosers, man.
anymore.
Y'all looking for vet minimums right now, bro.
Right now,
Stop.
first of all, we only got 5 active players on our roster. We can choose something right now. All right, we can choose something.
Like
We got a little bit of choice.
We got mid levels and shit. We broke, but we ain't that broke.
Just put the chat and sub on me.
Oh my! Shout out Jay Kelly for the gifted. Shout out to CMB to close out the 100. It's only right, man. The OG gifter himself, man. Crazy.
Facts.
Subs this stream.
Hey.
Chat, like I said, I be calling your names and shit. I be yelling. Yeah, I'll yell at me.
The number 1 podcast on Twitch, right? A basketball podcast.
Already know.
That's what I heard.
I haven't heard one better.
Number 1 basketball.
I got love for y'all niggas, dog. No cap. All right, no cap. I got love.
Be so
Cap.
Fuck, right, Bezos?
What'd you say?
Be so sad.
Fuck peer-to-peer, right?
Next question, man.
And playback. All right, since we're here, let's go ahead and get some subs up. Let's get some people up to ask.
Well,
some
Oh, I'm
questions.
about to say, get more subs up. I never enough.
Hey, get the subs up.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ain't nobody in Discord right now. Hey, yo.
All right, chat. We're gonna do Q&A. It's Q&A time. I'm gonna put the Discord link in the chat. Pretty much the whole
put
chat can
people
go
up.
in at this point. It is sub only.
They said Wayne Ellington is available.
But like,
Oh, I mean, and y'all don't have the money, but Duncan Robinson, Tim Hardaway Jr.,
yeah, we ain't got the money for that.
JJ Redick.
Hey man, I'll take JJ. But hey man, Duncan got a podcast now, bro. He might be looking for a little bag to win. Who knows? Duncan got him.
Hey, we get to see. That's what I'm saying though. Like Duncan may be a chair, but if we got Duncan and Bron and even Russ, because I get Russ.
Hey yo, hold on. Can I just say this? Can we just acknowledge one thing? The pull NBA players have, bro. I remember Duncan Robinson just appeared on JJ Redick's podcast and was like, "You know what, man? I might start a pod." Started a pod and does crazy numbers. Like, bro, the NBA shit is real, bro.
It's like you want to hear from them directly, bro.
JaVale McGee's about to have. He's like at 700,000 subs on
His
YouTube.
YouTube channel is really good. I like
Facts.
his
His really good. Exceeding expectations good. Like he's about to be at a mill. I can see him hitting a mill definitely before the end of the year. Like without a doubt.
Gets a mill first, Thibault or JaVale on YouTube.
I think JaVale. How many does Thibault have?
But he's got some
remember
crispy
checking,
editing,
check.
right?
He does.
I like JaVale's channel more than Thibault's channel.
It's funny how
Thibault
seemingly
over
like JaVale feels like a legit YouTuber.
He's got a nice 440,000. What's JaVale at?
JaVale's at 670 something.
Oh, damn.
He's 700. Yeah. He's got to be at 700 something.
Well, JaVale
That's
got that
670.
meme. Got that meme. It's like, oh shit,
getting
JaVale got a
garbage
YouTube
time in the
channel.
Olympics. Getting the garbage time in the Olympics, bro. Crazy. Imagine having the most rings on the team, you still getting garbage time. That's wild.
Crazy. Brandon, what's good, bro? What's good?
What's going on? I really don't have a question. I just had to come in here and say, did y'all see how I gifted 10 and then
Yes,
Lego was like, yo,
sir.
listen. Then Lego was like, yo, hold my dick. Here's 75.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Lego is the MVP, bro. Lego is the MVP, bro.
Lego said, I'm not trying to get outdone.
I was really not about to go sub for him. I would have been negative in my account. But anyway,
Nah, Lego got it.
I'm gonna let other people get on. I fuck with y'all.
Appreciate it,
Twin,
bro.
you know where we're gonna be at. You know we're gonna be at after the pod.
For sure.
You already know.
All right, y'all.
All right, fool.
That's my green room squad, y'all. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I see those. Let's keep
I heard niggas begging me to come back. Niggas begging me coming back to green room. That's
After the
crazy.
pod, you feel me?
Hey,
Miracle Man,
no cap.
Miracle Man, the Virgin. Should I be saying that?
Chill out.
TOS, man.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you can say that?
No.
That's TOS.
I didn't know. Oh my god!
Extra virgin olive oil is what he
We're
meant.
talking about phone services. I have
That's what he meant.
Xfinity.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, all right, because I got
So Miracle Man with Virgin Mobile.
Fucking hate you.
I'm wilding out.
It's good, bro. It's good. Holy shit.
I forgot what the fuck my question was. I'm kind of tired. What's your like favorite football team?
Big Dolphins, baby.
Atlanta United.
I'm a bandwagoner when it comes to football. So.
Atlanta United.
He like wherever Brady goes. That's what he's like.
Die hard Steelers fan.
He means football. He means American football.
You mean, oh, yeah, okay. Because I thought I heard someone say United. I was like, are you talking American football or what's going on here?
United.
I'm gonna just cut the mic off, bro.
Yeah, Big Dolphins.
No, but I used to be a Falcons fan. Boy, they just.
Oh, fuck.
You thought the Hawks were-
That's what I'm saying. They find a way to top themselves every year, like in being bad. And what they traded Julio for this year, I mean, I could have acquired him, and he could have just been around my house cleaning. I didn't know they were gonna, give him away for a pack of
Why
peanuts.
don't getting traded for shit like that? Like D-Hop, now it's Julio. Like what?
Football, the value of players in football is significantly less than the value of players in like basketball.
I'm hip, like, but it's weird though. Like like Odell went for a competent value, right? But that's because he was young. Yeah, Jabril a first and like Zila, right?
I must say he went for more than Julio did. Damo.
Yeah.
Julio did ask me first.
He's significantly like younger than Julio. Like Odell has a future.
Saying, like, but do they value the age that much to where a guy like Julio? That's weird. I ain't
You
gonna.
got to think about how much trading on Julio's tires. It's like trading in a car. If you trade in a car with hella high mileage, nigga, they're not going to give you that much money. Don't care what kind of car it is.
Mind you, I don't believe in the value of like star caliber wide receivers.
I do.
However, Julio's numbers are undisputed, and I mean he's going on a team that's like in the riches of receivers. So it's like it's crazy. But to answer Miracle Man's questions, maybe the Ravens, the Chiefs. I really don't. I could care less about football because so god.
I just wanted to ask that down. I thought of a better question. If you guys want to answer that one,
you can ask it. You can ask it.
Yeah, what's like? I don't know if Hoops has answered this but and this is for all of you. What inspired you guys to do like NBA YouTube or like just YouTube in general?
I guess I can start with answering this one. I mean, obviously, I've been a basketball fan pretty much my whole life, and I feel like this was probably it's the same for a lot of people that started like in the more recent years. But I watched Mike Kruzemba's videos like a lot, and he was like the first big one. And eventually, like I was in college, and I was like, I think it was my either sophomore or junior year. I was like writing for blogs and shit, but like basketball writers don't really make money these days, and I still wanted to like make content and try something. So I saw like I was still watching Korzemba's videos, and I was like, I could do this, or at least I'll try. And if I fail, then I failed, but at least I can say I tried. And I mean, it just like worked. So
yeah, mine was
like,
the lunch table conversations in high school. I always say this, like it's literally just them from like being at lunch having those debates. I'm like, yo, let me just make videos out of these and see what happens. And then one thing happened, and we here. 100 subs on Twitch.
I would say for me personally, Stephen A. Smith. I wanted to be an analyst like in high school, and I was like, well, I'm not doing the college thing. That shit's whack. So how could I kind of try to grow an audience or a platform? And I thought YouTube. And then, lo and behold, guy right here. Well, he's not there on the screen, but my nigga Bezos, bro. Bezos is the first NBA YouTuber I started watching. And then niggas know my story. Commented, hey, bro, I just want to talk about basketball. The nigga invite me on the pod. And I'm here, bitch.
Never left.
Never left.
It was like a 2-year hiatus after the Dish podcast. But every pod's been with Dom, essentially.
Been here.
With me, honestly, Stephen A. had a huge influence. Bayless, even to a degree, had a huge influence because at the end of the day, when I logged on to NBA YouTube, and it's no shade at any NBA YouTuber, it's just the reality of the situation. It was all serious connotation. It was all deep analysis, making you think type shit. And my whole thing was, we don't just laugh. Like, we don't just make it fun. So my whole thing is about making basketball while still having that intellectual side of it, just being fun. So that's really where I got it from. That's what really made me want to start doing this shit seriously. But initially, it was probably just Stephen A. Skip and just me wanting to prove I was right to people. So,
Omar?
I'm literally always right about basketball. So that's why I wanted to get in space. There's a lot of people that are wrong. A lot of people that ain't never touched a talk about basketball. And I'm literally right all the time. So
that's
Didn't you say you play like Boris Diaw?
Under
no. Like LeBron James.
That's not who you said.
Like a young Jeff Teague.
People do be calling you a baby LeBron on the TikTok comments.
That's what I'm saying. They be calling me baby LeBron. I'm telling you. All right.
Whoa! But that's not Luka, right?
I know. Still not the best player of all time. I'm not Luka. I don't have that magic.
There's levels to these bezels.
Okay.
All right, twin. I thought I had some. I don't have nothing cooked up today.
Get out.
Can't get him like that.
Oh man.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
All right, we got two more in the. Okay, one now. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. Was good.
If Luka gets Slovenia to the gold medal game, way better than like MJ. So,
Facts.
Ahmed, what's your question?
Yeah, was my mic good?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? So I just got a question. If LeBron wins his ring with Westbrook, how much does Kevin Durant stock fall?
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
If LeBron wins a ring with Westbrook, let me say this.
That's a legitimate question. Think about it.
I'm gonna give you a legitimate answer. There's two answers to that. One, if LeBron wins a ring with fucking Russell fucking Westbrook, he's the undisputed GOAT. There's no conversations. He's literally the biggest loser of all time. That's like Jordan winning the ring with fucking Elgin Baylor. Two, Durant is literally the worst number one all time. Like, hands down, no argument, no debate, the worst number one all time. If LeBron at age 37 can carry Westbrook to a fucking, I'm sorry, LeBron and AD, because it won't just be Bron. If Bron and AD can carry him to a championship, bro, this nigga KD is putrid and pitiful and is literally weak-minded. And y'all clip it and tag that bitch ass nigga on Twitter.
Wait, how?
Exactly. I agree. I 100% agree.
Kevin Durant got bitched. Like, Russell Westbrook bitched Kevin Durant's team. Russ looked KD in the eye and said, you know what? I don't think you're a leader, nigga. This is my team. He ain't doing that to Bron. Bron's gonna be like, nigga, sit your little light ass down. This is my you're on my
Bron
team.
ain't going for that. Bron
ain't going for that. KD will. They go on Twitter and bitch about it on some burner account called fucking Durant season. Fuck out of here.
KD having a Durant season. He's hilarious. Ah, shit. They'll never find this out, bro.
Just imagining Kevin Durant double tapping the circle to change to Durant.
Durant season, nigga. Durant as the Durant season on Twitter. This nigga KD tweet out crazy. Yo, much love to LeBron and Russ for actually winning. All love, brother. Double tap Durant season. Man, where was Russell Westbrook in 2016?
Facts.
Where was Russ?
I'm dead.
Where was this Russ when Kevin Durant needed him most?
This motherfucker named it. I've heard it all. I've never heard someone go to the left of naming it. It's so simple but hilarious. Oh fuck! Oh, what was his question again? Oh yeah, that wild ass turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a question.
I gotta say, in terms of the Lakers versus Nets, like I said, look, I don't even hate Russ, but even if I did, we putting that to the side. Russ fans, LeBron fans, Lakers fans, we hitting the motherfucking fusion dance. We gotta smoke that pack together. Oh my god! If it got done, briefly, the fact that carry Russ is a narrative, super team, LOL. But I would say that's tough for KD, big time. I mean, damn, that's real tough for KD. You got beat by LeBron again when it was just you two head up. There was no Wardell running around, who's arguably a better offensive player. No Draymond, no Clay, none of that shit. It was you and your boys, him and his boys. Y'all lost that. You have the better teammates than he does, even if you say he's better than both. Kyrie curb stomps today's Russ. Damn. Damn. I mean, if he lost, obviously, depending on how he loses, because if KD goes out there 35, 50, not his fault, but.
Nah, it is. It is.
No, all I gotta
Could
say
have averaged
is no
38.
troll shit.
Could have averaged 38.
That's actually the narratives would go insane. I gotta give it to you. That'd be wild.
Yeah, because no troll shit, the Thunder shit would even be like, all right, we gotta look at KD more.
Oh my God!
I would have people thinking hard about the past.
If Russ
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Scratch everything. If Russell Westbrook performs well in that series. Oh my God.
That's the only series I want to see Russ play. You know what? That's one thing I'll give Russ. That is one thing I will give Russ. Since
Oh my God.
Since the end of 2016, since 2017 when KD left. One thing I will give Russ. He balls on KD and he balls against the Warriors. That's what he loves playing Steph and he loves playing Kevin Durant. So I will give him that. If by some miracle we manage to drag his putrid ass to the finals.
Oh my God.
And if just somehow, some way, though we stay healthy, the Nets stay healthy, I will actually be in this bitch doing backflips for joy because we're actually going to see Super Saiyan Russ take flight because he's playing Kevin Durant and James Harden. Two niggas that gave up on him. James was sick of this nigga in Houston. James was ready for him to go.
Hey,
two niggas. Come on, dog. Love to see it.
Russ used to be my favorite player.
I'd love to see, and you know what? I still don't like the move for the Lakers, but in terms of just entertainment, I want to see a Lakers Nets finals now, bro.
The matchup everybody wants. Easy.
If we get Bucks Suns again,
bro, no. Do you know how broken Twitter would
Bucks
be?
Jazz.
And Lakers played.
That's literally 5 narratives, bare minimum. Can Harden get it done? LeBron, KD. Is LeBron the GOAT? Russ, KD. Russ, Harden.
LeBron, Kyrie.
LeBron, Kyrie.
Can AD stay healthy? Can Harden stay healthy? Can Kyrie's mental stay afloat? Is Kevin Durant tweeting right now after every game? It's gonna be so much
Dude,
shit.
triple doubles lead to wins?
Oh my God,
bro, it's gonna be so much stuff. Oh man,
it would go crazy, fool. I ain't gonna lie, we need that. Hey, look, like I said, I only give it 15%. It's a good chance it stagnates. I'm scared it goes wrong. I gotta see the roster. I'll reassess it then. Hey, that 15%.
Y'all got your core, bro.
I'm praying for that.
It'll legit be more toxic than how Knicks fans was treating Trae Young. Like, it'll be 12 times more toxic than that. And niggas spit on Trae Young during the game. So tell me how much more toxic. How much more toxic can you be when they literally spat at a nigga during the game?
Did you see the video where the dude was in a Spider-Man costume?
Going around, yo, how you feel about Trae Young?
Trae Young.
Suck a dick, Trae Young. Fuck ass nigga. That's why you going ball, B. It's like, yo, these niggas is crazy.
Oh my
Where
God.
the mother that
nigga sucks dick. That's why in my video. That's what I was saying, and that's why we all agree with what Jason said earlier about Ben Simmons. Because when did the Knicks make sense? He would get killed in New York. Ben Simmons in New York.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, we got Will in here, man.
That nigga's walking up and people. Yo, how you feel about Trae Young? Nigga, on my mother, be that nigga can suck a dick, nigga.
Yo, this nigga stupid.
Let's go, Will, bro. Last question in the pod. Holy shit. We'll just have Meta here.
Yo.
Okay.
Hey, I got a question, but real quick. If you're not a sub right now, you really a lame ass nigga. Like if I put this bitch in sub only mode right now and you can't speak, you a little boy to me, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
No.
Who probably got a sub to Tim?
Well, you know we're gonna be
own shit.
Okay.
I got my own $5, nigga.
we gonna be. You know where the rules gonna be at after this. So
of course.
Right.
Hey, yo, speaking of green room, hey, Sage, bro, when you coming on green room?
Is that the question? Oh my God,
bro, we used to have fun times on there.
I wouldn't count on it.
We used to have fun times. Like, remember when you had that room where you had $15 to build a team, and I went 14-0?
You did go 14. No, that was crazy.
Yeah, nigga.
I ain't build a team. I ain't build a team, but you dusted them other niggas.
Yes,
He just
sir.
got his fan base on there and dip.
But nah.
Hey,
all I'm gonna say, we'll see.
All right, bro.
Man, niggas ain't fucking with that lame ass.
oh my turn your video off.
Weak ass app, man. Niggas ain't fucking
Damo, I know they hold you. Damo, I know they hold you. I know.
If you want me to keep it on it, I'm trying to maintain a good relationship, but obviously I'm not inclined to be there. So
what's Will's question? What's Will's actual question? What's Will's question?
I ain't really have a question. I just came in here to talk shit. I ain't gonna cap.
That's all we needed. Yeah. All right.
Shit works.
Y'all know you know we at.
All right, we're gonna get y'all up out of here. Don't do the outro.
We on every little clubhouse.
Get him out of here. Get everything else. Damo's going crazy. Get him out of here.
And recorded.
Literally not working. What the fuck?
Oh, it's frozen. We gotta end it with them in the room.
No, I'm talking about like. Okay. Well,
hey, no. It's one thing to let the Dame shit slide. This nigga Dom was actually wild.
Fuck out of here, man.
Listen, guys. Listen. Just edit that shit out, bro. There's a chance that Team USA could not make it to the gold, or there's a chance that Team USA could be facing Slovenia in the gold. And if Luka Doncic wins that game, I don't want to have any discussions about who's the best player to ever touch a basketball ever again.
I agree.
And that's how I want to end this pod.
Bro, if Luka beats a Kevin Durant-led USA team, I promise you, KD is I'm gonna treat him.
Loses to Russ in the finals next year.
Slovenia super team.
Imagine Kevin Durant loses to Slovenia in the USA game. Then turns around and loses.
Fuck out of here, bro.
And that's what's crazy. Slovenia doesn't even have Slovenia doesn't have Goran Dragic. They don't have. I think like the Bogdanoviches are eligible to play there. He's a hobbled Slovenian team is beating USA. Oh, bro.
Never know.
Kevin Wayne.
It's all Kevin's fault too, and the pod, and Dame.
It's
Lamian.
They're literally the leaders.
Lamian and 11. Lamian and 11.
With that being said, Tatum. With that being said, Jason. Hoops reference, the one and only. We appreciate you coming out.
Thanks for having me. This was awesome.
W guess.
You're welcome.
Do you have any final words to say at the end of the pod? Who's the best player in the world right now? Best basketball player?
Giannis. Probably. Yeah, I can't deny Giannis at this point.
Another one, chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is my shit froze?
Yeah.
No. You're fine. That's good. Thank you. Because the KD conversations, the Steph conversation, the 37-year-old LeBron conversations.
Yeah.
Jason came here to settle that.
Exactly.
Just by saying that.
That's that.
That's truly that. Biso, say goodbye to your friend.
Peace out, y'all, man. 100 subs. The craziest stream of all time. Once again, shout out to Jason for coming on. Next
this
pod.
was fun.
I'm gonna have my lights back. I'm gonna have the soundboard. We gonna get these gunshots rolling. Pew, 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 and we'll be lit.
Damo, say goodbye to say goodbye to the best dressed Laker, Russell Westbrook.
All right, chat. This is my favorite midnight snack, and we will be back Wednesday 8:30. Be there early for the pre-show because we go wild in the pre-show.
Hey, somebody said just you're saying last time. I can't. That shit was funny.
Yeah, someone did do this shit.
Sage, say goodbye to your new 6'4" center. Starting 6'4" center.
Versatile.
Shout out Russell Westbrook. All right, chat. I'm gonna fuck with y'all later. Follow me on Twitch and YouTube at TS_Sage at the 23 for the IG. Take it back off for the Twitter. And 30K on the way. Hit that
I see you on a little streak, bro. I see it.
Hey, no H. Hey, no cap. No.
The slept on.
No cap.
All right, we gonna see y'all next time, man. Peace out.
I can't even say bye. Damn.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Oh, it's too. I mean, Omeezy. Oh yeah, you do it every time. Omeezy, wherever you need. You feel me? Y'all know where to catch me at the post pod show. And I'm gonna say it every week. Videos are in the tuck. Am I gonna upload them? No. Are they for my kids' memories? Maybe. Videos are in the
NFTs, bro.
NFTs, yeah.
NFTs.
That'd be crazy if I started dropping my videos as NFTs. Wait.
One person gets to watch your video.
That's maniacal, bro. That's crazy. Could you imagine getting a following, not posting for a long time, and then dropping your videos as an NFT? That's crazy. All right. You can end this. That's crazy.
Peace out, y'all. Peace out.